Have you been taking vitamin D3 every morning, thinking it's good for your bones, your immune system, maybe even your energy? You're not alone. Millions of seniors do the same thing, trusting that little soft gel to keep them strong and steady. What if I told you that some supplement taken the wrong way might be silently hurting your heart, your kidneys, and even your joints? I'm Dr. Robert Peterson. For over 40 years, I've worked with seniors across America, helping them walk taller, move with confidence, and regain the vitality they thought was gone for good. And today, I want to warn you about one of the biggest mistakes I see every single week. A mistake that could be sitting in your medicine cabinet right now. You see, vitamin D3 doesn't work alone. It needs partners, and without them, it can turn from a helpful nutrient into a dangerous disruptor. One of the most overlooked facts in senior health is this. Taking D3 without its two essential companions, vitamin K2 and magnesium, can cause a calcium to build up in all the wrong places. It's not in your bones where it belongs, but in your arteries, kidneys, and joints where it doesn't. That's why today's video is so important, because we're going to break down the truth about the power trio that your doctor might never have mentioned. We'll explore 3 shocking truths that even most supplement users don't know: how D3, K2, and magnesium work together inside your body. The biggest mistakes that make these supplements useless or worse, dangerous, and the exact way to use them for real lasting benefits. This could be the difference between wasting money and you're building your energy, your balance, and your heart health. So, if you've ever taken a vitamin and wondered, am I doing this right? You're in the right place. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to boost senior health, because knowledge like this can save lives. Let's dive in. First, let's talk about 3 shocking facts that most people don't know. Now thought you know the risks of taking vitamin D3 without its essential partners. Let's go deeper, because if there's one thing I've learned after decades of clinical experience, it's this. Most people think they're doing the right thing, but they're making silent mistakes. Mistakes that only show up years later. When symptoms boom harder to reverse, let's uncover 3 shocking truths I see almost every week in my practice. These aren't rare exceptions. They're widespread and overlooked until it's too late. Shocking truth number 1. Taking high doses of D3 without K2 can be dangerous. Many seniors take 5,000 or even 1,000 IU of D3 per day, hoping to protect their bones, boost energy, or support immunity. But here's what they don't realize. Without an vitamin K2, the calcium doesn't go to our bones. It gets stuck in your arteries, your joints, and your kidneys, clogging up the very systems you're trying to protect. Vitamin D3 is like a gas pedal. It helps you absorb calcium, but K2 is the steering wheel. It tells that calcium where to go. Without K2, you're essentially flooding your system with unregulated calcium, and the result could be artery calcification, high blood pressure, pain, or even stroke. Shocking truth number 2. Your normal blood tests can't detect magnesium deficiency. Here's a fact that shocks even many doctors. Less than 1% of your body's magnesium is in your blood. The other 99% lives in your bones, muscles, cells. You get a blood test. It's like checking the gas tank by looking at your tailpipe. It doesn't tell you what's really going on inside. Even if your test comes back normal, you could still be dangerously low in magnesium at the cellular level, where it actually matters. Your body will pull magnesium from your bones and muscles just to keep blood levels stable. That's why so many seniors walk around with cramps, anxiety, fatigue, insomnia, or irregular heartbeat, and never suspect magnesium is the problem. Shocking truth number 3. Without magnesium, your D3 is useless. This might be the most surprising one of all. You could be taking the perfect dose of D3 every day, but if you're low on magnesium, your body can't even activate it. That means all that D3 you've been swallowing, it stays inactive, unused, wasted, and your symptoms, low energy, brain fog, blood sugar swings, or a weak immune system, don't improve. The worst part, you'll start thinking something is warring with you when really your body just doesn't have the fuel to process what you're giving it. These aren't just technical details. They're the difference between supplements that help and supplements that hurt. That's why in the next section, we'll explore exactly how this trio, D3, K2, magnesium work together to protect your bones, your heart, and your brain. Now that you know the three hidden dangers behind D3, K2, and magnesium supplements, let's take a closer look at how these nutrients actually work together inside our body. Because the truth is, they are not just nice to have, they're a system. Each one depends on the others. And when just one piece is missing, everything can fall apart. Let's break it down. Step 1. Magnesium activates vitamin D3. This is where everything begins. Magnesium is the spark. It activates the enzymes that convert D3 from its inactive form, the one sitting in your pill bottle, into the active hormone your body actually uses. Without magnesium, dry stays dormant. You could be taking thousands of IU per day. But if you're low on magnesium, your body simply can't do anything with it. This is why so many people take D3 and still feel exhausted, foggy, or low in mood. Step 2. D3 helps your body absorb calcium. Once D3 is activated, it goes to work in your intestines, boosting calcium absorption. This is important. Calcium is essential. Bone strength, muscle function, nerve signals, and heart rhythm. But more calcium isn't always better. It's only helpful if it goes to the right places. That's where the third nutrient steps in. Step 3. K2 directs calcium to the right places. Vitamin K2 is the director. It tells calcium where to go, and just as importantly, where not to go. Specifically, K2 activates proteins that shuttle calcium into your bones and teeth and keep it out of your arteries, joints, and kidneys. Without K2, all that calcium D3 helps absorb can end up clogging your blood vessels instead of strengthening your bones. And here is kicker. K2 needs magnesium to work properly, too. So the system isn't a straight line, it's a circle. Each part powers the next. The bottom line, it's all or nothing. Can't just take D3 and expect results. You need all three magnesium, D3 and K2 working in harmony. Magnesium lights the fuse. D3 delivers the calcium. K2 gives it a destination. When balanced correctly, this trio supports stronger bones and joints, healthier arteries and blood pressure, better mood and immunity, and even more restful sleep and steady energy. It's one of the most powerful combinations in modern nutritional science, but only when used the right way. And that's exactly what we'll explore next. How to take them, how much they'll take, and the biggest dosage mistakes to avoid. So, now we know how D3, K2, and magnesium work together as a team. But here's the catch. Even if you have all three in your routine, you might still be doing it wrong. Because there are some surprisingly common mistakes people make every day with these supplements. Mistakes that can quietly sabotage your results or worse, harm your health. Let's go over the top 4. Mistake number 1, taking the wrong form of magnesium. Not all magnesium supplements are created equal. Many people see a label that says magnesium glycine 400 milligrams and assume they're getting 400 milligrams of usable magnesium. But what they don't realize is this. That number often refers to the entire compound, not the actual elemental magnesium inside. So that 400 milligrams might only give you 60 to 90 milligrams of the part your body can absorb. This is a hug-a-deal because if you think you're getting enough but you're actually underdosing a very day, you'll never feel the full benefits. Always check the label for elemental magnesium. And be aware, it's nearly impossible to pack 400 milligrams of elemental magnesium into just 1 or 2 capsules. Mistake number 2, skipping healthy fats with D3 and K2. D3 and K2 are both fat-soluble vitamins. That means your body can't absorb them properly without dietary fat. If you're taking them on an empty stomach or with a fat-free meal, most of the nutrients will simply pass through your system unist. What does work? Take your D3 and K2 in the morning. With a meal that includes healthy fats like avocado, olive oil, nuts, or eggs. This one simple habit can double or even triple absorption. Mistake number 3, taking D3 without balancing K2. We've said it before, but it's worth repeating. D3 helps you absorb calcium, but only K2 makes sure it goes to the right place. Many people take D3 daily, but completely forget about K2. This leads To calcium overload in the arteries, joints, or kidney scousing, inflammation, stiffness, and long-term damage. Experts often recommend a 100-to-1 ratio. So for every 5,000 IU of D3, take 50 micrograms of K2. And choose the MK7 form of K2, which stays in the body longer and is more effective than MK4. Mistake number 4. Believing supplements can fix a poor diet. This might be the biggest misconception of all. Supplements are not miracle pills. They're meant to support a healthy lifestyle, not replace one. If you're relying on processed carbs, sugary snacks, and fast food, you're burning through your magnesium faster than you can replenish it. You're also creating inflammation and gut issues that make absorption harder. So remember, D3, K2, and magnesium can help, but only if you give your body the basics it needs to work. In the next section, we'll cover exactly how to dose these supplements correctly with tips to make sure you're getting every ounce of benefit without the hidden risks. By now, you've seen how powerful Thistrio can be when used correctly. But just like any team, they need the right timing, the right roles, and the right balance to truly shine. So let's talk about how to take them the right way. Because when you do, the results can be incredible. Stronger bones, better balance, steadier, in array, even clearer thinking. Step 1. Use the right form. Magnesium chews, magnesium glycinate, or magnesium citrate. These are gentle on the stomach and highly absorbable. Avoid magnesium oxide. It's poorly absorbed and mostly acts as a laxative. Vitamin K2. Look for MK7 form, not MK4. MK7 stays in your body longer, which gives it time to activate key proteins. Vitamin D3, Magnesium. It's D3 cholecalciferol, it's not D2. D3 is natural form your body produces from sunlight and it works better. Step 2. Follow the optimal dosage. Most experts recommend magnesium 300 to 400 milligrams per day elemental magnesium. Best split into 2 doses. 200 milligrams in the morning and 200 milligrams before bed. Vitamin D3 5,000 to 10,000 IU per day depending on your blood levels, health status, and doctor's advice. Vitamin K2. Use the 100-to-1 ratio for every 5,000 IU of vitamin D3. Take 50 micrograms of vitamin K2 or MK7. Always check the elemental content. Don't rely on the front label alone. Flip the bottle and read the fine print. Step 3. Take them at the right time. Magnesium can be taken in night for steady support. Taking it before bed might also improve sleep quality. D3 and K2 should be taken in the morning with a meal that contains healthy fats like avocado, olive oil, nuts, or eggs. These fats dramatically improve absorption. Avoid taking D3 and K2 on an empty stomach. It reduces their effectiveness by over 50%. Step 4. Pair them with the right lifestyle. No supplement works alone. For best results, pair these nutrients with a diet rich in leafy greens, clean proteins, and whole foods. Daily movement, even a 20-minute walk, boosts circulation and absorption. Hydration water helps magnesium and D3 move through the body efficiently. Stress management, chronic stress depletes magnesium quickly. The key takeaway? Think of this trio like a symphony. Magnesium is the conductor, making sure D3 and K2 perform properly. D3 is the amplifier, increasing calcium absorption. K2 is the guide telling calcium where to go. Used together with the right timingond. Balance. They can help you move better, feel stronger, and protect your heart and bones for years to come. And in the final section, we'll explore the last piece of the puzzle. What sabotages your progress without you even knowing? Even when you've chosen the right supplements, followed the correct dosages, and taken them at the right times, there's still one more piece to the puzzle, and that's what you do the rest of the day. See certain daily habits, medications, and health. Conditions can quietly undull your progress, even if your supplement routine is perfect. Let's take a closer look at these hidden saboteurs and how to defend against them. 1. Poor diet choices, especially refined carbs and sugar. Every time you eat sugary snacks, pastries, white bread, or soda, your body uses up extra magnesium just to process that sugar or time. This creates a silent magnesium drain, leaving you deficient, even if you're supplementing if your diet is high in processed carbs and low in nutrients. You're essentially forcing your supplements to fight an uphill battle. Supplements cannot outwork a pure diet. For real results, pair your supplements with whole foods, leafy greens, clean proteins, and healthy fats. 2. Long-term medications. Many common prescriptions can quietly rob your body of magnesium and zinc. Two key players in activating and regulating D3 and K2. These include acid reflux medications, PPIs, diuretics for high blood pressure, oral contraceptives, certain diabetes. These meds may be necessary, but if you're on them long-term, criticalto, monitor your mineral levels, and consider higher quality bioavailable forms of magnesium and zinc. 3. Chronic stress. Most people don't realize this stress burns through magnesium at an alarming rate. When your body is in fight or flight mode, whether from anxiety, sleep loss, or emotional pressure, it depletes magnesium stores to fuel the stress response. The result: you can be taking magnesium every day and still come up short simply because life's draining it faster than you can replace it. Deep breathing, stretching, walking in nature, or even just slowing down can go a long way in protecting your mineral balance. For digestive and absorption issues, then the best supplements won't work if your body can't absorb them. Conditions like leaky gut, IBS, celiac disease, or low stomach acid can interfere with nutrient absorption, especially magnesium, zinc, and fat-soluble vitamins like D3 and K2. If you have persistent digestive issues, consider talking to a healthcare professional about gut support. Expecting big results from supplements. What is the good news? On SEO, identify what's draining your nutrients. You can start plugging those leaks. It's not just about what you would tide your routine. It's about what you move or adjust in your lifestyle. Because when your environment supports your biology, that's when supplements can finally do their job. In the final section, we'll tie it all together with a clear recap, a personal message from, and a powerful takeaway you can act in today. If there's one thing I've learned after 4 decades working with older adults, it's this: most health problems don't start with pain. They start with confusion. With not knowing what your body truly needs or how the things you take every day are actually working inside you. I've seen so many patients walk into my clinic with good intentions. They're taking vitamins, eating healthy, even exercising, but something still feels off. They're tired. Their balance is shaky. Their labor salts don't match how they feel. And more often than not, the issue isn't what they're doing. It's what they're missing. That's why I believe education is the most powerful medicine. Because then you understand the why behind your supplements. Once you stop chasing isolated nutrients and start thinking in systems, everything changes. You begin to see your health not as a mystery, but as something you can manage. That shift from guessing to knowing is what gives people their life back. So no matter where you are right now, whether you're just starting to learn about D3, K2, and magnesium, or you've been supplementing for years, my advice is this: slow down, ask better questions, look at the full picture. Corrections lead to the biggest results. Let's take a moment to reflect. What you've just learned about vitamin D3, K2, and magnesium isn't just supplement advice. It's a roadmap to rebuilding strength, balance, and long-term health without guesswork. Guess when you understand how these 3 nutrients work as a system. When you know how to take them properly at the right time, in the right form, you're not just hoping for results, you're setting your body up for real change. No more wasted capsules. No more wondering why you still feel tired or off balance. Ted, you can walk into our day with confidence knowing every nutrient has a job, and you're driving at the tools to do that job right. And if this video helped you see things more clearly, here's what I'd love for you to do. Let me know which parts surprised you the most, or if you've had your own experience with this trio, share this video with someone you care about. You never know who's struggling silently, and the right information could change their life. and off course. Subscribe to Boost Senior Health for weekly science-backed tips designed specifically for older adults who will want to stay strong, sharp, and independent. Remember, health isn't about doing everything. It's about doing right things consistently. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be informed. Till next time, I'm Dr. Robert Peterson, wishing you strength, clarity, and vibrant health at any age.